friends. Happy 17th of December, day 17 of Vlogmas. Holy cow, how is that even possible? Tomorrow is 1 week from Christmas. Oh my gosh, I'm excited but also sad because to me the best part about Christmas and the holiday season is the time leading up to it. On Christmas Day, I just feel kind of like, of course I love Christmas Day, but I'm also sad because that means that it's the last day of getting excited for Christmas. I just got home. I had a great day today. Great as in like I felt great. Yesterday was not that way, which is probably why my video from yesterday was so short. I'm inside filming, so of course Polu has to drink water, if you can hear that. But I just got home and I took them outside to play, so they were all running around, so I think they're all over there drinking water right now. But yeah, today is Saturday. It's a very busy day out there. Everyone's doing all their shopping. The last Saturday before Christmas. My phone keeps sliding down. I'm feeling much better today. I'm gonna try and do some baking tonight. I don't want to overdo it, but I do want to make homemade pizzas for dinner, sourdough chocolate chip cookies, because I have some sourdough discards saved up in the fridge, so I really want to get that made. And sourdough chocolate chip cookies are to die for. They are the best cookie I've ever had. And I also have a loaf of bread dough in the fridge from the other day. I made 2 loaves and I never baked it, so it's been in there for 5 days, so hopefully it's still good. I have heard that the longer you leave it in the fridge, the more sour flavor it gets, but I don't know how long is too long. So I'm gonna try and do all that. Shouldn't be too hard. It's not gonna be too much work, but I'm gonna get showered and get some comfy clothes on and then get that made. Pete was so nice and he fed the dogs for me, and I just have to say I'm so grateful for Pete because I've been having a really rough go, and when I'm in a lot of pain, I cannot do shit. And he does everything for me. He's so helpful and so patient, and he doesn't bother me. He's just there for me to ask if I need, if I need to ask for help, he'll help me, but it's so nice. I'm so grateful for him. But yeah, I'm gonna get showered and then, hello, he's gonna knock over the table. You got a big happy tail, huh? And then I'm gonna get to baking and get some dinner made. And then while the dough is sitting, I'm going to do some knitting. I have not done my stripes for today. I didn't take it with me to work. I did knit on my Halloween sock though. That is still not finished from October. Polu, stop. And then, oh my gosh, what did you just got drool all over me? I'm about to start the heel on that, but I worked on that today on my lunch break, but I've got to do my Advent stripes, and then I'm making good progress on the sleeve of my broadleaf sweater, so that is so exciting. Yeah, that's my plan, and I will show you some of it along the way. It's already 3:15, but still got some time to relax, eat, and bake. All right, I'm getting my recipes printed right now. I'm just waiting for my computer to turn on. And here's my plan of action. I just took the bread dough out of the fridge so it can start to get to room temperature. I'm gonna make the pizza crust, and then once that is done, the bread will bake, and while the bread is baking, I will work on the chocolate chip cookies. That should work well so that by the time the bread is out of the oven, the cookies are ready to go in, and by the time Pete gets home, the pizza crust will have risen, and I'm gonna make his pizza for him, and it'll be ready when he gets home. I'm excited about the pizza. Can you tell that mustard yellow is my favorite color? My socks too. Okay, I'm gonna start on the pizza dough right now, and I'm gonna double the recipe, that way because the one recipe makes 2 crusts, so I'm gonna double it and make 4 crusts, and 2 of them are gonna go in the freezer to have at a later date. been reading this really cool book, and I haven't had much time to read lately. I need to take it back to the library, and I'm not going to be able to finish it before then. But I've found it really interesting. It's called What Your Food Ate, and it's basically talking about how modern farming practices are depleting our soil of nutrients, which is then therefore depleting our food, meat and vegetables and produce of nutrients as well. And there was a section that was talking about flour and how the way that flour is milled can also deplete it of nutrients. And so the book was suggesting that a stone ground whole wheat flour is higher in nutrients, which I think we all knew, but just even the fact that it's stone ground makes a huge difference. So I'm gonna try this new flour. It's King Arthur brand stone ground white whole wheat flour. So it's a whole wheat flour, but it comes from a hard white wheat. And I'm gonna see what the taste is like. So I started a new starter last night. This is Bert, and here's my older starter that I already had, Laura. Yes, you're supposed to name your sourdough starters. And I'm gonna try making bread with, I'm gonna try making sourdough bread with this flour, but I actually just ran out of white flour. I've been doing so much baking lately that I really need to get some food safe big containers and start buying flour in bulk because I'm going through it like crazy. So I just ran out of white flour, so I'm gonna try baking the cookies with this stone ground whole wheat flour, and we'll see how it tastes. I really hope they're just as good because man, these cookies are good, and I'm gonna be really sad if they taste like a healthy wheaty cookie. But I'm looking forward to experimenting with this, and especially trying it for bread because I'm trying to be really careful about what I eat because of this pain that I'm having. If it is what the doctors think it is and what actually I think it could be, then it's an inflammation disease, and so that can be not cured but helped just by changing your diet. So processed flours, sugar, I shouldn't be eating cookies, but a few won't hurt. Yeah, that sort of thing. I'm just trying to be more conscious of that. So maybe this flour will be really good and I'll buy that in bulk and get to start making some whole wheat bread with it. I just realized that I made a mistake. I put the cookies have to go in the fridge for an hour before baking, so I put them on my baking sheet and put them in the fridge, but then I realized I don't have anything to cook the pizza on. So I have to take cookies off the sheet, put them on a plate, bake the pizzas, and then bake the cookies after. I have 2 baking sheets, but one of them is in the fridge with the dog food on it. I feed my dogs a raw diet, a homemade raw diet, so it's holding their meat, like it's always in the fridge with dog food on it. So yeah, this is fine. I'll just cook my pizza first, and then I'll cook Pete's right before he gets home. That way it's fresh. And I doubled this recipe of cookies because I was trying to use, so when you have a sourdough starter, I don't know how other people do it. Maybe there's a way to be less wasteful, but you have to feed it every day. And when you feed it, you take out like most of it and just keep a little bit and feed that little bit. And then the rest is discard. And you can use that discard after your starter is established for, sorry, that's the parchment paper, for other recipes, and that's what I'm using for these cookies. So I had a whole jar of discard in my fridge, this much, and it was full. So I doubled the recipe so that I could use more of it, but now I still have all of that I don't know what to do with. I did read that some people put it in their compost, so I might do that, because otherwise I have to throw all of that away. I just don't bake enough or have enough time to cook enough to use it all, because I could make like pancakes. Okay, what I really want to do is I want to get a waffle maker, and I want to make a bunch of sourdough waffles and then freeze them. That would be cool. That would be a good way to use a lot. I'm trying to think of other things that I could make and like make a big batch of and then freeze it, because then I could make something different, like save the discard every day for like a week, and then once a week make something different and then freeze big batches of it, because then I have freezer meals and I'm using all the discard. Okay, this has me thinking. I think Tuesday I'm gonna make sourdough pizza crust and freeze some of that. But then what else could I make? Because I don't have a waffle maker. I guess I could do pancakes and freeze pancakes. I don't know how I would reheat them though. In the air fryer, that's how I would make the waffles. I don't have a toaster or a microwave. I don't know. If you have any ideas for sourdough discard recipes that I could make and then freeze, like make a big batch of and then freeze, let me know. Or if you have a sourdough discard recipe that uses a lot of discard, then I can make like once a week and use up my whole jar of discard. That would be good to know too. Let me know. Also, I want to know what you put on your pizza, because I'm trying something with mine. I'm gonna make a garlic and olive oil sauce, and then I'm gonna do mozzarella cheese, and then after I bake it, I'm gonna add prosciutto. And then Pete is vegan, but he will sometimes make an exception and eat cheese. So for his, I didn't buy vegan cheese for him. I'm gonna use mozzarella cheese, and then he said he likes artichoke hearts, olives, and tomatoes, which I realized I didn't get him tomatoes. Shoot. Sorry, Pete. I'm gonna bake the cookies when his pizza comes out of the oven, so hopefully they will be done before he leaves. Actually, I didn't check to see how long they're supposed to cook. 15 minutes, yeah, that's plenty of time. What was I saying? Oh, I'm not gonna tell him that I used the whole wheat stone ground flour, and we'll see if he can taste a difference. We'll see if we can trick him. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
So, review of the sourdough. What did you think?
It was very good. It's very good. The outside crust isn't super thick, but it's just crispy enough. And the inside is the perfect balance between being like airy and like, you know, having enough
density,
fight to it, you know?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then it's sour, but it's like a nice smooth sour. I don't know if that makes any sense, but like,
I think it does.
Like what I likened it to was like, no sour would be like mild cheddar, and then like over the top sour would be like extra sharp Dubliner, Irish cheese. And this is like, you know, Tillamook medium cheddar.
Okay.
Sour, yeah.
So it's not quite like, I thought this too, it's not quite like a sourdough bread that you would get at the store. Not quite that sour. But it's there.
No, it's been so long.
I know, we don't eat store-bought bread anymore.
I have to do a Pepsi challenge to just see which one was, you know.
So that's my next thing. I want to do a blind taste test of a yeast dough, a fresh, made that day sourdough loaf, a sourdough loaf that's been in the fridge for a few days, and a store-bought one. Okay. I feel like that will be kind of hard though, because we'll be able to tell what's store-bought just by the crust alone. The store-bought bread is much spongier. We'll
have to like cut the inside.
Okay.
Just like so you don't touch the crust, and just like cut out the actual meal part. That's just the flavor part, right?
That's a good idea. Yeah. We'll get to that next time after I do a lot more baking.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I loved it. I totally thought it was more sour. The first loaf that I baked, which was made that day, dough was made that day, baked that same day. I couldn't really taste much of a difference really between that and a regular yeast loaf.
Right.
This one, I feel like I could totally taste the difference.
Yeah, it was good. Very good.
Very
I
good.
can't wait to eat more of it.
Yeah.
As, you know, tomorrow, cheese, sandwiches, all that good stuff.
Pizza was great too, huh?
It was really good. Good Lord, it was good.
Now we're gonna try the cookies.
With this one, see how it has a
Sherman.
there's a crack in it, and I believe in the philosophy of wabi-sabi, where this is
Oh,
the
okay.
imperfection makes it beautiful. And,
And hopefully
and there's lots
tastier.
of chocolate chips on there too, so it's kind of wonderful.
That's always a plus, right?
Ooh, damn. Mm-hmm.
Good?
Yeah,
Like really good?
very good.
As good as you remember?
Yeah. If
Wow.
not better. If not
Wow, better.
Because the other ones weren't. These like you could come along if the bottoms got a nice like little crisp to it.
Oh, okay.
The little texture is there that wasn't there before. The flavor's all there too.
Oh,
Yeah,
interesting.
very good.
Okay, I should have mentioned when I said that I was gonna trick Pete is that he has no sense of smell, so his taste buds are not all there.
I'm like,
He still doesn't know that there's anything different with these. They're made with
they're pooping them.
no.
What?
They're made with the stone ground whole wheat flour.
Bob's Red Mill now.
It's not Bob's Red Mill, it's King Arthur.
Okay.
But I was
Yeah.
just gonna see if you could taste a difference before I said anything.
Okay, now you say something.
I can smell it. I can smell the wheat
it's
flour.
It's more textury. That's for sure. You know?
It does not taste wheaty
No. It doesn't taste wheaty at all, but the texture's there now. that
because
you
it's
mention
stone
it.
ground.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this is the way to go. This is my new flour. I can't taste, it doesn't taste like wheat at all.
Oh, good.
Maybe a little bit in the aftertaste. I think I smell it more than anything though.
Mm.
Cool. Cheers.
Cheers. Curiosa.
Furiosa's climbing on my bread.